Everyone likes to be alone every once in a while. As I'm sure many of my fellow classmates are doing right now in recording their speeches, they are looking for somewhere to be by themselves. Being by oneself is very natural and it's also very beneficial. Sometimes you do need to be by yourself and away from people. But long-term isolation is never a good thing for anybody, not even the most socially awkward of people or antisocial people. Isolation makes it so there's no inside influence to bring some light into your world if all you're seeing is darkness. Humans are also just social creatures to begin with. We are not designed to be alone. We are supposed to be with other people. So I will present to you why everyone needs a group of people in their lives. I'll start with what is isolation. According to the CDC, social isolation is when a person does not have a relationship or contact with others and has little to no social support. This can also not just be with a person, it is primarily emotionally, and it is very rarely just a physical thing. An example being is you could be at school and you just don't have anybody to really spend time with or hang out with or just talk with. And I have found, especially with attending high school, that this is very detrimental to your health. How it affects people, according to UCLA Health, dementia and cognitive decline is one of the symptoms. Researchers find that loneliness is associated with a 40% increased risk of dementia. Depression, feeling lonely, can raise your stress level, interrupt healthy sleep, making you prone to depression. Heart disease. Loneliness is linked to a 30% increase in risk of stroke or coronary artery disease. Impaired immunity. Studies show that lonely people have more inflammation and decreased antiviral response than people who aren't lonely. And obesity. Many people turn to food and slide into unhealthy habits to combat loneliness. And premature death. Social isolation increases the risk of premature death from any cause by more than 50%. Another thing, according to GSU, we saw this especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, social isolation can increase suicide. During COVID-19, whenever the lockdown happened, people were forcefully isolated, and many of them by themselves with no outside interaction. And we did see a quite considerable increase in suicides around the world. And how to solve this isolation problem. Find a group of people you can be yourself with. You need to find a group of people that you don't have to wear a mask or perform for. I know this might be hard, and many of us have been hurt by people in the past, so this might be very difficult for some of us. But it is still a very necessary step to combat social isolation. Pets, while also not a perfect solution, can help. As a pet owner myself, I have found it very helpful whenever no one else is home, just to have that pet to be there, even if they can't understand you or help you with your problems. Finally, find somebody you can be yourself with, or you can be open with, preferably two. Nobody's perfect, and everyone's going to mess up, and nobody can be there for you 100% of the time. That's why I recommend having two people, because sometimes the thing you need to be open about is that other person, because everybody's going to mess up. Nobody's going to be perfect for you, and nobody's going to be able to provide you the exact care you need at all times, at least not on this planet. So, in conclusion, isolation is a very real problem, and even though you might not think you need anybody, you do.